Hello Pointwise users, and welcome to another Tutorial Tuesday where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrate a technique in just a couple of minutes. In today's video, we're going to provide you with a comprehensive overview of the updated domain adaptation feature within Pointwise. In last week's video, which is linked in the description, we introduced the concept of domain adaptation and demonstrated both the old method as well as the updated method. Domain adaptation is now available to the user much earlier in the meshing process. Without the need to create a block, a user can deploy domain adaptation directly at the domain level. So let's get started. On screen, you'll notice I have a large domain, and encompassed within that large domain is a source in the bottom left corner, a smaller domain in the center, and a connector there on the right. As demonstrated in last week's Tutorial Tuesday video, by default, domains will automatically adapt to source entities. However, this feature can do much more than that. Domains will not only adapt to sources, but they will adapt to grid entities as well. We go to Grid Solve, and under the size field, you can dictate which entities or which objects the domain will adapt to. As mentioned, the source is activated by default. However, if you expand the grid frame here, you can interactively select other grid entities like a domain or a connector for the domain to adapt to. Simply select Begin, and then select the entities you would like your domain to adapt to. You hit End, and then to initiate the adaptation, we can hit Initialize. And you notice that the domain has adapted to the source, the other domain, and the connector. But one thing I want to mention here, the boundary connectors of this domain did not adapt. And you can see that maybe there's some elements between those adapted portions of the interior and the boundaries that you would like to improve. And we can certainly do that. If we go to the Boundary Conditions tab, we can select all the boundary connectors. We're going to add that to our selection, create a new boundary condition. We'll call it Adapt. We're going to apply the selection, and then we're going to turn the Adapt column on. Once we've done this, we can go back to the Solve panel and hit Initialize. Now you'll notice that the boundary connectors have adapted to the interior as well. And now the quality of the elements between the interior adapted sections and the boundary have been improved. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please drop us a line below or connect with us via Twitter, which is linked in the description. Thank you all and have a pleasant Tuesday.